A new city! It's just a city full of oil. I'm just naming it Oil City. I won't waste a beautiful channel supporter on this one. It's literally a city on a rock with some oil. Here it is. Here's flight. Now we need to start building some planes, and I've got plane capacity for days. How long would it take me to build a biplane? 22 tons. 11 tons in part of it's a little better. If a coal power plant will do that. Okay, I need to pillage my gold, I think. The aforementioned plastics. Let's just rush that in a little bit now. Oh, the field cannon suddenly has 35 extra strength. Wow. Again, don't ask questions, just accept. My first observation balloon. Now, my artillery can fire over the line. Do I want to kill this mechanized infantry first? I only need a couple of hits to make it go away. Feels like a bit of a waste. I'm gonna move this tank in instead and just threaten it. And then do the worst thing I could do. Ignore it. I know, how insulting. Look at all these strikes. Oh my lord, suddenly that's huge. I can actually just go in and straight take the city with a new cavalry I've just bought. It still has a promotion. Okay, cool. It's mine. And space race. It's pushed forward because I now own a spaceport. Amazing. In fact, I'm going to go and kill this Antia. And again, it just keeps spreading my religion around. Oh, and we're now removing their religion. This is a holy site, by the way. This is a holy city. If we can convert that, that's +3 taxes. Time to do a little bit more renaming. Sean Kelly, 001. Very, very mine-filled city, that one. Lord Paulie. Get those walls up. We'll be laughing. More random island cities. This one is absolutely called Oil Rock. It's underwater. This one is ha 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 ha. Stole you. Serves Vietnam right for having people out at sea. Mr. Tank says, no, I will be destroying you now. Thank you. The rest of my cavalry very quickly needs to make it to the front line because will always have serious gold issues. You just wait on that tile. Should we take Saigon? I think that could be a good place now to go. Have I ever told you how much I truly love artillery? They're so powerful. Everything just makes sense when you have artillery. Suddenly the game is complete. Works. Everything sings. What is my best gold route? 12 gold per turn. That's appalling. Oh my lord. I don't remember a game where my gold routes were just this bad. Right. Changed my mind. Lord Paulie, you're the city I'm going to be building up. You've got a spaceport. I really do want to get some projects into the air soon. Can we please make sure my cavalry gets another promotion soon? I would really, really very much enjoy depredation. Please, just give it to me. That was 2 turns it took to take Saigon there. That's ridiculously quick. If it's so quick, I actually realized for the first time in a long while, I have loyalty problems. Victor, can you come in and solve them? Thank you. Now we need to take the city of Canvo, which, as we know, has the prize, the ultimate prize of Forbidden City. A little bit of science pillaging as well. There's plastics. So we go synthetic materials and then modern armor. I think helicopters are useful, but we don't know what aluminium is. That is a little bit of a lack in our knowledge. We find aluminium first and then go for advanced flight. The thing I like about advanced flight is that modern armor isn't actually as fast as tanks. Sure, it's more powerful, but my tanks are powerful enough. Advanced flight is on the way to guidance systems, I believe. Oh no, it's actually bypassing it. Huh. Oh well, let's go advanced flight anyway. First strike on the city. We might try and take both of these cities at the same time, actually. Loyalty, it might be a little bit easier to hold on to if we do that. Biplane, 11 turns. Hey, it's as good as we're gonna get. Let's just try. It might be a fighter by the time we get it. All of my gold now, by the way, is going to be going into buying aircraft. There are troops I can upgrade, but there aren't any majorly important troops we need to upgrade. Lord Paulie, I've got so many cities, you're being elevated to the rank of 000, Lord Paulie. I know, exciting. It means when I move my traders around, you're always at the top of the list. It just saves me a lot of time. Steam power pillage, then into radio pillage. Radio pillage is quite an aggressive station. It's a lot of very loud music going on there. Quite good though. I think that's all my artillery now in place. Napoleon's in place. So we'll do the usual 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, actually that might be enough. The city might be about to disintegrate already. We have speed on our side now. We don't even need to wait. We're just going to keep taking it. Instead of pillaging, by the way, we're keeping, mainly because I need to get into war with Kema as soon as I can, so we're going quickly. Oh, we have a spare government slot. Nice. What do I need? I think 5-year plan might be quite handy. Yeah, a bit of production, bit of science, all good things. Let's try this next city. I think we might be able to break through with relative ease. Yep, we've got a second forward observer. Oh, we might even start needing more artillery. Is that a thing? Well, luckily Victor is about to be established in a city with a military academy. colony. So that's quite fun. We can probably start going for Kemmer at that point. Tiny bit of pillage. Yeah, I think momentum's got to be the thing. We got to just keep moving. This has to be the better choice rather than staying and pillaging for now. Maybe we'll stay and pillage when we get to Kemmer, but at the moment I'm just, yeah, they've got nanotech and smart materials, so they're going to start going to Mars in a second. Maybe I divert now, but the problem is Vietnam is also already on the moon. So there's a couple of people here that have already gone too far. Cold War. Yeah, that's truly started already now. I'm just going to wait for next turn because then I'll get another 2 envoys, and I'm going to change my plan entirely. Rather than going for Chingati, we're going to go for Ngazagamu because I think my faith will go a long way with that. A long way indeed. Containment, in you go. I think Germany is a different government to me. Nope, Germany is the same government as me. All right, scrap that plan. That won't work. We're going to have to take somebody else. Chingati doesn't have an overlord as well at the moment. That's frustrating. Synthetic technocracy. Merchant Republic. So Kemmer and Hungary would both be totally fair game. Kumasi as well. We don't have any routes to city-states. Maybe that would have been the good idea. Maybe that was the play this whole time. Oh, cavalry. Depredation. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. There we go. It's finally arriving. And we can just get ourselves an entirely new artillery army. Let's just, yeah, pray it in. Why not? We can just be ready to go turn 1. Radio. How much aluminium did we get? 4 apparently. That's under a mine. That's under a field. That's under a holy site. That's under a mine. Okay, so we've already got 3 improved sources. Excellent. Well, yeah, no need to wait then. Let's go for the capital now. Oh yes, here we go. Here comes the artillery. Cycle it in. It is all ready to go. That city had a lot more defense, but it ain't gonna be enough. Let's go to conservation briefly. 3 more envoys. That's a lot of city-state control. I like the sound of it. In the meantime, yep, my horse is still pillaging. There's a lot of pillaging going on, just not everywhere. You know what? I suddenly feel like planes are not gonna be crazy effective. Don't, give me any spoilers as to why I think I might have that instinct, but maybe I go in with a ground army. Maybe instead of going for flight, we indeed focus on tanks. I think that might be the clever thing to do. Oh, I misclicked a field cannon and shoved it right in front of a bunch of encampments. Don't feel bad for me. It was entirely my fault. Yeah, that's it. I'm just changing my mind. We're going to go straight through to modern armor. No, I take that back. We're going straight through to rocket artillery. That's what we're going to do. That's where we're going to get the benefit from this. Just so much pillaging. That's an entire tech in the same turn. Love it. And there is the aforementioned capital of Vietnam taken. Just need to convert that to my religion and I get a permanent +3 combat strength. Killing some units will help. 5 envoys. Okay, so 1 into Valletta should take this city-state back. Valletta is genuinely pretty helpful. 2 into Zanzibar. I need to keep an eye on the Kilwa bonuses actually. 2 turns will take over Bologna and that'll give me the Kilwa bonus on science. Actually, that's really big. We should get that as soon as we can. Oh, we've circumnavigated the globe. How have we done that? No one knows. Globe was round this whole time. Who would have noticed? Not me. Pillaging 2 replaceable parts, better farms. Now we're doing sanitation, chemistry, rocketry, all of the good stuff. It's a big old peace deal, but Ursa doesn't take peace deal. Not when there's so much to pillage. Oh yeah, I was building flying units. I remember now. It's a biplane. It's not a very good flying unit. Nope. Actually, it's almost awful. Still, good fun to have on the front line. Interesting news as well, Germany has now switched to a democracy, which means with my new envoys from conservation, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Ngazagamu, liberate this city-state, which is now going to give me a 60% discount on land and support units in a city with a military academy, which is pretty fun. I like that a lot. Come on, city. Give up. Fall over. Join the eternal chorus of Byzantium. There we go. You see, that wasn't hard. Okay, my spy just moved out there, but never mind. I've just launched an inquisition. Time to quickly send down a couple of inquisitors. I need to remove this religion from my city, and there we get the combat bonus. Can't afford to leave Kemmer for too much longer, so we need to make sure we are pushing forward at some point soon. Chemistry, we've almost got that, into rocketry, advanced ballistics, guidance systems, rocket artillery, such a big step up. Kemmer has completed the Mars colony. Well, we've officially run out of time. I think we're gonna have to probably make peace with Vietnam now. and move my army across. Vietnam hasn't got nanotech yet, so maybe this is a good time. Maybe we should just go whoopoo, go straight down into this area. I really want to attack all of these anti-aircraft guns. Imagine how much religion I can spread as Byzantium if I just ricochet through all of these. Oh, it's so tempting. Now, Vietnam would offer me pretty much all of their gold. Just for practice, I'm going to just take the peace deal and not have anything else, because I'm not convinced that people would give that much gold in a peace deal. Not that it particularly matters too much. I would declare war on Egypt if I attacked. You know what? That is absolutely fine. I'm not even going to move my units up to the border. I want Kema to rush me with everything they've got. Indeed. Fortune is on my side. And now all we need to do is move Napoleon and all of my artillery down to the south, where we can just bring an observation balloon or maybe two. We can bring them down, start bombarding from a distance. Let's see how Kema's walls stand up compared to Vietnam's. You know what? They're pretty tough. But are they going to be tough enough? Yeah, probably. Kema, by the way, has 20 cities, just to put that into context. So they've got a lot of stuff going on, and they've got bombers. They've got a lot of planes. So we might have to get some anti-air or start using my biplanes to sweep out whatever we've got to do. Going to be pretty difficult. They're also in a normal age, not a golden age. Excellent. Oh, smart materials. Yep, they are now doing their final boost up. But where? It could be absolutely anywhere. Remember what I was saying before? We're not going to hang around and do a bunch of pillaging here. We need to really push in as quick as we can and find where this spaceport is. I don't have time. Although saying that, these cavalry are literally built for that pillaging lifestyle. So I'll take 1,000 culture if I have to. Gives me a bunch more beautiful envoys, but I can double up. Meanwhile, faith praying in more and more artillery. We're just never going to stop. Ta-da! Holy City. +6 on taxes now. Which is Kema's holy city? This one. This city. All right. Good to know. There's chemistry. Research lab time now. Just to test, can we get a religion spread by attacking anti-air? Yes. I thought we could. I hoped we could. All right. Tanks are off. This is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to go through the land, start clearing all of this anti-air, because by doing this, we're going to make an absolute mess. Well, you know what I did? I moved all of my units through so quickly, I actually ran out of melee units. Got carried away. Never mind. Tank army. Huzzah! Easy to do. Thank you very much. That was a deliciously large amount of science. That's the city of with nuclear fission and satellite boosts. Amazing. Come on. Spread religion. Spread religion. Spread religion. You know you want to. And the same turn, we take this city as well. And we're starting to convert. Rocketry. Look, I can get my own space projects in, like Earth satellites, and I can use builders to rush them because I have no economy of my own. Hey, it just works, all right? It just works. Keep killing anti-air. Keep taking cities. Never stop. Never stop. Never give up. Never surrender. Oh, there's the space project, by the way. I found it. Do you see the lights are switched on? That means it's being performed in the capital. This is the 4th stage. If this stage escapes... Oh, that's a big volcano. If this escapes, the countdown starts and it all goes wrong. So we do have to move over and pillage it as soon as we can. At the very least, I have a unit on the tile. That should stop the project, in theory. We'll see if that works out. Kema has gone for a golden age. In fact, everyone I'm fighting is in a golden age now. Boo! Well, instead, we're going to go for Heartbeats of Steam again. It's still a bit rubbish, but at least it gives us just a little bit of advantage. Now, I need the Public Works card in. That's quite important. Now, what about third alternative instead of forced modernization? How do I get that in? Liberalism, Republican legacy, scripture. All of this stuff's really good. We're going to have to get rid of 5-year plan, and that is slightly annoying, but it's better that way because basically what I'm doing is using builders to fund my space projects rather than actual production. So every turn I'm going to come in and buy a 5-charge builder and then just flood it that way. It's very inefficient, but it's much quicker than what I was doing. The project just went 2 stages up even though I've got a tank actually physically sat on the tile. I thought having a tank on the tile stopped the project. The fact that it doesn't is slightly frustrating, but never mind. Oh well, we can pillage the spaceport and that stops it and gives me advanced ballistics at the same same time. Great. Rocket artillery up next. Well, we physically captured the holy city. Will that be enough to flip it, killing the anti-air within it? You bet it is. Okay, that means my Taxus now, in theory, has +9. So it is. What I'm doing is I'm looking for cities with spaceports and going straight for them. So the capital is now quite important that we take. Although loyalty-wise, we've got to hold on to this one first. You know what, just moving all of my artillery around from turn to turn, that's taking more time than anything else. It's amazing having this many artillery. It's just logistically challenging. Still though, we've got some good damage per turn. Have a diplomatic policy slot. Ooh, is colonial taxes now worth it? What continent is Lord Pauleon? A different one. It is worth it. Oh, that's amazing. Pop it straight in. That's 10% production. Up to 108 production. Is that it? Blimey. That's pretty poor. Faith pillaging has become really important, by the way. Faith pillaging means that every couple of turns I can buy 2 more artillery armies because I've got a ton of oil. It's a lot of fun. Time for voting. You know what I would like, double engineers? I would like it if my government had an extra policy slot. I'd like it if America lost points. And I'd like the World's Fair to happen. Double scientists, monarchy. Oh, America did lose points. Oh, I like the fact that AI went for that. Haha, that's hilarious. I've only got 3 points at the moment, everyone. Never mind. Still, we can go on these very large pillaging sessions still. There's guidance systems and we now have rocket artillery. Which, speaking of, I need some gold. We need to be upgrading troops. My tanks are picking up a bunch for me. We're all good on that front. Another city falls. Bam. Excellent stuff. I don't see any more space projects going at the moment, but we need to keep an eye out. Oh, we're now converting all of the cities. Look at this. Every turn. Well, now that we have that, I probably should focus on the win condition. So moon landing, Mars colony. We need to do a lot of pillaging to get all of this, but as mentioned before, we have a lot of different options for that now. Oh, we could pray in rocket artillery, but I've got enough to promote. Let's instead pray in some more cavalry armies. We have integrated space cell, but actually don't have room in my government for it. Would it even do anything in this city anyway? Guess it would. I have a military academy in this city. Well, here's the capital anyway. It's a very big populous city and it's loyal. We now need to keep an eye out. Chances are Kema will move the project city now. There's advanced flight. The good news is that the 4th project hasn't reappeared on the science tree. I am hoping very much that we just about nipped this one in the bud somehow. We're not sure how, we're not sure why, but we did it, which is just great to see. There is satellites. Now we're on to synthetic materials and pillaging airports, which is, you know, not something I need to do necessarily, but is still very satisfying. And mines. Like there's a lot of pillaging going on at the moment. And here is the city of Kish. Wow, that's a 74 strength troop attacking with 112 power there. Oh, I love Byzantium. It's so good. Thank you, Kish. I'm going to leave this city alone because it's no threat, but also it's got my spy in it. So I'm keeping a lot of combat strength by not killing it. We have significantly more artillery now. Like, I've got so many per turn, but I'm almost forgetting to use all of them. What a wonderful problem to have. If Hungary starts to put its space projects into the sky, there's very little I can do. We need to go quick. We need to really, really focus on science pillaging now. So we're going to start flooding builders in. The Earth satellite's almost up, but this is good. To be honest, pillaging that I've got going now is starting to be quite effective. Watch this. Look at my science in the top left. We've got computers and almost there already. Another city falls. In fact, why don't we make that 2 cities? This city wasn't even being attacked by me. Someone else was doing the damage for me. Not that I mind at all. Come on, artillery. Rain the thunder. Keep the damage coming. My biplane. My biplane might be the difference here between taking the city and not. Unbelievably. The Earth satellite. What will I discover? The map that I tried to make. I mean, you can kind of see that it's a little bit like a donut. I just didn't quite get the donut effect. Never mind. The sprinkles on the edges are really cool. I like all these islands in the middle. Rome has enjoyed them. Rome has enjoyed them a lot. Auckland was in this game the whole time. Oh dear. Armagh. Goodness me, the AI really does just kill city-states for no reason whatsoever. Anyway, nanotech, and then a very weird tech tree, this one. If we go nanotech all the way to here, you can see we'll kind of reveal a little bit of the tree, but we're not going to be able to advance until we get robotics, which is annoying. So a lot of backfilling needed, a lot of pillaging. All right, our priority now is to make sure that we don't just take cities. We have to absolutely pillage every single science pillage there is. And if Kema runs out, then we go for someone else. Kema has sort of been dismantled now, and as far as I'm aware, there are no more spaceports left. We need to turn our attention elsewhere. Unfortunately, Sumeria is a really simple, easy target in the middle of the map. I apologize, Gilgamesh, but you were also absolutely full of industrial zones and campuses. This by far makes the most sense. Egypt and Rome. I'm just going to end up being at war with the world, which I think is totally fair. Anyway, we've got to go and pillage. This is the only way I'm going to get through the science tree before Hungary wins the game. It pains me to do it, but I do believe it is my only hope. Hang on, are those ancient walls? Oh my god, they're ancient walls. Alright, yeah. Unfortunately, Sumeria wasn't able to quite keep up with the pack here. Never mind. I'm going to have to get rid of scripture. Unbelievably. Sure, culture and faith is really good, but I need integrated space cell now. Actually, no. We'll get rid of wars of religion because Sumeria hasn't got one. I can't bear it. Scripture's too good. Let's get a couple of helicopter armies. These are very good at pillaging, especially if they level up. So remember the builders. The builders are key to this. 12 turns for Lord Paulie? No. Bam. That takes a turn off already. We're doubling the speed just by investing gold. Nanotech. Excellent. Yeah, and advanced power cells is there. Rubbish. We don't want that at all. Now it's all about pillaging. It always has been. We must pillage it all. Every single piece. Wow, that's a lot of great people in the same turn. Okay, we've got a modern and atomic era great general, which is amazing news. I don't particularly mind about an artist. It's wonderful to have. Carl Sagan. Now, Carl Sagan's interesting because Carl Sagan will give me a 3 space race project, which is amazing. But Abdus and Stephanie are both amazing as well. I'm gonna take him just because I don't want to risk not getting another one. I think Stephanie is my choice out of the others. Jane Drew. Normally I would go for Jane Drew in a heartbeat, but I would rather have Korolev. So I will pass on her and then immediately recruit Korolev. And Von Braun is up next. So we actually have a really good assortment of scientists and engineers to help me get the space race project. So that's lovely. Korolev, you make your way over to the spaceport. I don't think I'm going to use you until the Mars project, but then I will use you on the Mars project. And then Carl, I'm going to use you on the stage 4 project, but it's all pretty similar. That gives me everything. Again, it's just the progression through the tech tree. That is what's limiting me at the moment. And you know what that means? Pillage. It's pillage o'clock. I think if we play our cards right, we should get nuclear fission this turn. I didn't play my cards right. I didn't have enough movement. Mind, can I go down here? Nope. All right, I'll make my way over to this campus. As a reminder, we are not taking cities over till they are 100% pillaged. There it is. Okay, I had a cavalry on the back line. Nuclear fission. So we're gaining well over a tech per turn. Faster, I say. Faster. In fact, Uruk is now fully pillaged. So we'll take this and move over to Adab, the next target. The lasers boost is one I can't get. Oh, no, I can get if I get drone first. Ah, it's well worth keeping an eye on your tech tree. Pillage. That campus is now done. Boo. Oh, did I mention as well, my helicopters are finally arriving on the scene. So these are now in the back lines of Sumeria, and we're finding all of their very useful industrial zones and campuses with these. Beautiful. Just gonna nab this city. It's all fully pillaged. Just helps with the loyalty. Maybe Warlord's Throne would have been the play. I don't know. And Eridu also falls. Excellent. America is in space. Everyone's in space these days. It's the cool thing to do. It's what all the superpowers are rushing to do. Hungary has pillaged an enemy farm with a jet bomber. That feels a little bit unneeded. Perhaps an overreaction of some kind. I don't know. E-commerce and International Space Agency are now suddenly quite good cards. Let's just get rid of my containment envoys briefly. 1, 2, 3, and that will take over Johannesburg, which might give me a tiny bit more production. Lord Paulie, of course, is in need of as much production as possible. We'll go towards Hong Kong now in a second as well. We can take that card out and pop International Space Agency in. We now no longer need public works as well. We're going to go to e-commerce because we're not going to be builder boosting anything in the same way. Builder booster. It's like build a bear, really. And this is really good timing because we've just increased our science before we get the moon landing rush. Moon landing gives you, 10 times your science as a culture bonus, which is pretty handy. Out of curiosity, where is Mausoleum? I kind of expected to have picked that up by now. Oh, in Rome. Alright, that's why I haven't picked that up. So used to having that wonder. It's very odd not. So there's computers. One observation balloon goes to a drone, and here goes the other one as well. So lasers is now boosted, and even better, robotics is now boosted, which means we can now keep going, keep heading in this direction, and thus we continue to pillage. I think we can clean that campus out. That one's now gone. We'll celebrate by taking the city for myself. It's got coal, it's got aluminium, it's got everything a growing empire needs. 1 pillage, 2 pillage, move you off, move you on. Oh, not enough movement. movement. What about you, Mr. Cavalry? Yeah, you've got enough movement. There you go. There's lasers racing through. Pinkala finally has space initiative. Oh my goodness. We went through all of our projects so far without that card. Moon landing. All right, this will just give us a ton of culture now. Social media. Keep collective activism in the back of your mind. We will be putting that in pretty soon. But we're going to go for the government first, and I'm going to go for synthetic technocracy. I've got fascism legacy, and this is 30% production towards city projects and a bigger government full stop. It also gets boosted if I finish robotics. Again, don't you love it when turns just randomly sync up so perfectly? I just keep pillaging for a second. You'll see that we may indeed be able to get that if we can kill that unit. Hang on, I've got a jet fighter. Kill it. Like so. There's the helicopter. Oh yeah, we don't have the movement. Of course we don't. Try this. Nope, you don't have the movement either. All right, I'm not going to be able to get it this turn. Oh, how annoying. I don't think the answer here is with Sumeria, you know? I think we've got to go to pastures new. I think we've got to push. So I'm just going to quickly strike with that artillery, and then we'll go for an attack there. Sorry, I forgot to actually lower the defenses of the city. How embarrassing. Nippur is mine. Sipar is mine. And Isen is mine. There you go. Gilgamesh is now safely incorporated into my empire. Never will the world be cruel to him ever again. That's how it works. Clearly how it works. Mars Colony. Korolev, could you do me the honors? Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got 3 projects done. We just need to find the 4th project. Finding it is the tricky thing. But if I can keep praying in 2 helicopter armies with a promotion every turn, I think we'll be fine, you know? We're already at war with America. So I say we just continue over to America. Although saying that, Leventa, Ayatara, Samarkand, Germany has a lot of city-states. They've also got a lot of anti-tank crews, but they've got a lot of city-states. I think it's actually finally time to bring the thunder into America. Been a long time coming, you know? A long time coming. Kema's fighting back with a single missile cruiser. No! What will I ever do? Actually, this is well worth just remembering. America can do 34 damage in a city strike against a tank army with a +9 bonus in taxes. So we probably should keep an eye on that one. Government unlocked. Okay, we've got to remember the military cards that we had. Total War, Logistics. Both of those are very, very important. I also want the Legacy card, International Space Agency, Colonial Taxes. Both those are good. We're going to put the Culture card in as well. And let's celebrate with 5-year plan. Even more science. Even more production. Okay, cybernetics. Hasn't revealed it yet. We're hoping that this is the tech. That the fact that the AI found it makes me think that it's easy to get. Not that I'm really ripping into the AI here, but that's normally the way. Is stealing science from spaceports a clever thing to do? Yes. Yes, it absolutely is. Hungary has pillaged an enemy film studio with a jet bomber. Yes, Hungary. Bomb America. That's what I'm doing. I'm stealing all of my stuff from America right now. They don't like it. America hates this one little trick. Environmentalism. Near future governance, and then into the good stuff. Oh, this is a good set of pillaging here. Come on, cybernetics. Excellent. What's next? Predictive systems. No. Okay. The project is either here or in one of these. I'm going to go through nuclear fusion. I think this is probably the safer way of doing it. Do I go to war with Nalanda to pillage it? It's got a big campus. It is tempting. America has got a lot of stuff to pillage, but it's kind of hidden away in this bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to. The reason being, it actually unlocks 2 campuses because I can't get through to this one without trespassing through their territory, and I can't be bothered to put the government card in. Oh, I just heard the little Easter egg thing. I don't remember the last time I heard that. A rock band, German rock band, played in Cleveland, and the Hello Cleveland thing popped up. Hey! Now that is something I never see. I never use rock bands on Cleveland because I hate rock bands. They suck. Okay, we found smart materials. There it is. Okay, we're going to pop that in and then finish off the tree. 3 turns? We need to rush 3 turns. I can't have 3 turns. Terrible. We've got all of my helicopters. None of them can pillage fast, but they can pillage, and they're going to start to just press in here. There you go. There's 1 turn taken off. I reckon we can probably get that next turn. There's 4 things we're pillaging all at once at the moment. Let's try for smart materials this turn. I reckon we've got it. There it is. So, Lord Pauly, 7 turn exoplanet, 8 turn. Oh, it changed its mind. I don't think so. Let's just finish that immediately with Sagan. You can see we are well on the way to earning Von Braun, and we're going to leave Abdus as well and go for Stephanie. I reckon we can. 3 turns, 6 turns of tech. Don't think so. I don't want to wait that long, so I shall not. Pillage and pillage. There's one turn taken off. Pillage. Okay, that one's now done. We're now looking for the next thing we can pillage. There's an industrial zone over there and a spaceport. Right, so onwards we go. Hey, look, we've got the movement. It's all good. Cleveland, if anything, is now just getting in the way. Don't mind me if I just nab this city. Actually, whilst we're at it, we'll take LA as well, seeing as this is totally pillaged out. Great, great. Now the army can make its way through to San Francisco, which annoyingly seems to have no roads to it whatsoever. Why would you have these cities and not connect them up? Where is your railroad? Where are your ambitions? One level of diplomatic visibility with everyone. Brilliant. It's another +3 combat strength. I didn't really need it, but I'm glad it's here nonetheless. Mittler has been an amazing source of science, I must say. Still another 2 pillages in there. Off-world mission, 3 turns away now. A spaceport in San Francisco is now next to go. All my units are going to cross this river. All the pillage we can next turn. Oh look, I can put an aid request through. Oh, the world will rally to my cause, without doubt. Without fail, I think they'll do that. It's only fair, only natural. Now, can we finish this turn? Come on, come on, we're pillaging almost there now. Be reckless, be greedy. One more pillage. That's all we need. One more pillage. It's done. Off-world mission. Oh, thank goodness. Now the question is, how many spaceports have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is hilarious how many we have. Now I'm gonna just go around my cities one by one and start sending out laser stations. It's good that we've hit this point. Actually, some of these cities can do like 3-turn stations. That one's a 7-turner. That's not so quick. 6-turn for Oh, 11-turn for this city. 8-turn for this one. That spaceport's being fixed, and this spaceport needs to be fixed as well. Okay, that's pretty good. Von Braun would make that a lot quicker though, so can we get you in as soon as possible, please? Thank you. The ambiguity of the World Congress. Yes, I would like some aid. No, we do not need to have a military emergency. Give me sandwiches, not bombs. Still got 90 favor. I have a feeling that none of the things I voted for have gone through today. Oh, Vietnam has come back in. Hey, all right. Well, I mean, if you want round 2, sure. And as mentioned before, we're going to take a gamble here. Salam is really cool, but I would like Stephanie instead. Yes, I should get her next turn. If we can get Von Braun and Stephanie. Oh my word. Oh my word, that would be amazing. 100% production towards the space race and 100% production towards the space race. I can't remember the last time I got both Von Braun and Stephanie in the same game. That is legitimately really quite useful. 2 envoys into Hong Kong and I'm getting 20% production towards city projects. It's helpful when you're trying to go to space, I find. As well as 15% production from Kilwa. Speaking of, Mittler, come back in, please. Thank you. Another station. Another station. That's 2 in the same turn, and that's before we even put the boost through. I'm just saying. The boost is only just in 100% production. Stephanie, well, she couldn't move last turn, but she's still to come. Let me just show you what that means currently. The city is saying 7 turns. Nope, 4 turns now. Haha. Let's keep getting future tech a few times. That'll speed it up even more, and more great people. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 modern anti-tank? Was that multiple spies that did that? I think there were 3 spies in that city that all just unleashed modern anti-tank. I've never seen that many in one city. Whoa, that's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Oh, look at all the pillaging that just... Is this the point where I say, what did I do to deserve this? I don't know what I did to deserve this. I've been lovely this whole game. Anyway, there's another station. I recommend if the world is this bad, we might as well just leave it, you know? Why bother with it? Why bother with it at all? Just run away. Actually, we're able to kill this stuff pretty quick. All right, I'm not panicking too much. Is modern anti-tank, but we've already destroyed half of it. Is that really a barbarian jet fighter? I don't like that. That's a bit worrying. 100% production towards space race projects. Again, yeah, strangely enough, that says 1 turn now. I don't know how many laser stations we're going to get this turn. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6. Yeah, you know what? I feel like we may be accelerating towards victory all of a sudden. Turns out if you put a bunch of 100% modifiers on something, you end up going really quickly. Who would have guessed? Continue going to space, I say. Yes. No one will be able to catch us where we're going. Oh, actually, I was going to put this card in because it was quite funny. Where are you? Aerospace contractor, city with a spaceport, gain 3 aluminium per turn and 3 power. I have a lot of spaceports. That's a lot of aluminium per turn. If ever you wanted a hyper fleet of bombers, that's how you do it. Another station, another station, another station, another station. How much power are we burning getting all of this space? No one's even that sure. You know what? When I think back to the first 100 turns of this game and how badly it went, especially losing out on all of my first religion choices and the second and the third choices and watching everything go absolutely to pear, I didn't think we'd end up winning that game. Funny thing is, we actually won it really quickly. Augustus Caesar, 2,622 score, and let's have a look at some graphs. You can see just how slow my start was. Look at the buildings constructed, barely anything. I mean, I know compared to the AI, they had really crazy bonuses, like 200% production, so don't need to worry about that too much. Yeah, about turn 130, I started capturing cities. Cities founded, I actually founded the most, but that was pretty slim pickings. Districts constructed, well, basically I stole these all, but I was doing quite well at building districts. Great people, towards the end I did okay. Combat, I wasn't even the most combative person. That was Frederick and Hungary by a long way. That's hilarious to think of. Culture, this was supposed to be my strong suit, and I never actually took the lead in the game at all. Whoops. Faith, I was running a pretty strong Faith game. Faith was the resource that won me this game. Without Faith, I would not have had monumentalities, I wouldn't have had Grandmaster's Chapels, we wouldn't have got great people. It was hugely important for me. Science, towards the end I picked that up, but pillaging was mostly what my science was all game. Look how slow my science was. Score's looking pretty good. Religions founded. I was the third religion and I'd already missed both of my first choices. How annoying. Actually, no, I was fourth. I apologize. Yeah, there was 2 religions on that same day. And wonders constructed. Did I get 2? No, I didn't build any wonders all game. Fair enough. So what have I picked up from this game as I begin to just hone in on my ability to play in more of an isolationist way? Well, number 1, war is still my very, very big out. I need to practice on not using war so heavily because war works every time. It also teaches me that I'm very, very confident late game. If I am still alive and around towards the end of the game, people had better fear because I think that there are very few people that play the late game as well as I do. But I also learned that if I make a entire strategy that hinges on holy sites and then I miss my religion, that really, really hits me badly. If I had got work ethic from the early stages of the game or feed the world, both of them would have been amazing options and I would have been able to really expand much quicker. As it was, I was cramped into a very, very small part of the map. Sure, I could have escaped out to some of these islands and there was a lot of space to go and settle, but it would have meant a very tricky game. I needed to work quicker at the beginning of the game. I also wasn't convinced about these internal trade routes. Right, ignore the value of some of them because some of these I'm just sending out from my spaceport city. The real value is this, 665, and that's boosted. They are actually 6-4 routes. Yes, I do believe that internal trade routes are very good for early game momentum, but I still believe that any strategy that relies on internal trade routes, unless you really do have a civilization like Kree, Inca, Tokugawa's Japan, Persia, somebody that really leans on internal trade routes, it's just not as powerful as international trade routes because the gold you get from international trade routes is crazy. Not just that, but you also get lovely cards like Market Economy or Trade Confederation, or let's say the usual ones of Wisselbanken and going into Democracy. You can get such bigger yields on international trade routes if you set the game up. So I still believe international is the way to go. I also still believe, and I know this is a controversial opinion, but I think this just works better on my playstyle. I think that harbors are better than commercial hubs and they will remain so. Saying that, I would like to practice a few more games where I use commercial hubs a little heavier to make sure that I've got that early game strategy nailed down because I know they can be good. And this is the thing that people need to remember. In Civ, there is no 100% meta. There is no perfect way to play the game because it depends not only on who you're playing against, the map, how you're feeling, what variety of tea you had in the morning. Like this was an Earl Grey sort of game and that changes everything. But it also massively depends on your playstyle. I actually have learned over the years that I am a very naval, very harbor based player. I really like faith and I really like having high science. I know a lot of people really like having high culture, but for me, science just wins every time. Lots to go and think about. I really enjoyed the no trading. As you can see, we have literally no trades going on and it has infuriated me this entire time that people have all of these resources and I haven't been able to trade with any of them. I mean, if I just show you like quickly, it's like feedback. Anyone want to buy anything from me? This is where playing single player is just so much more satisfying sometimes. Yeah, huge amount to think about. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna need to play more of these games. I need to continue perfecting my strategy. Maybe I will turn down the difficulty a little bit, make it maybe level 7 or level 8, and then I'll try and run a totally peaceful game and see how that works. We also need to play with online speed. But you, ladies and gentlemen, you need to come to Discord because the save file for this game is here. Come and play it. Tell me how you did. I know I always say, you should come along and play the games that I play. I'm really curious. I would love it if I could see some really talented people pick up this save file and show me what you can do with it. In fact, if you're able to play the game and then send me the save file from the end of the game, I would be able to compare notes and I'd be able to actually have a look and see what you did. And that would be fascinating. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. There's my homework to you, the audience. Somebody out there, please go play this save file. I want to see what other ways there are to play it, because I can guarantee the warrior monk meta is, well, it's not really a meta, is it? Let's be honest. As funny as it is, sending out hordes of warrior monk armies, I mean, these things aren't, they're not game changing. And yeah, sure, getting a culture bomb on your holy site is useful for putting farms down, but there's still a huge amount of work to be done. I need to work on Theodora. She's so powerful, and I feel like I'm only scratching at her ability at the moment. Anyway, I'm rambling. I've got to go and film another series. Thank you all for watching, everybody, and for liking and subscribing, and for generally helping with the algorithm. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude, Dan Jamo. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!